Hi, beautiful friends. My name is Jacqueline Rose, and I do not think it's a coincidence that you're here. I think you're meant to be here. So, if this message resonates with you, please click like and subscribe to my channel. This channel is about everything spiritual and much, much more. So, now that we got that out of the way, I am making my second vlog. Tomorrow, I am going to Costa Rica. And guess what? 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, when I had my epiphany moment and was learning about the law of attraction, one of the main places I wanted to go was Costa Rica. And here it is, coming alive, gifted to me. From the grace of God and my best friend, I'm able to go to Nosara, which is very popular right now in Costa Rica, and spend 5 days there. I'm going to fly international by myself. I'm going to get on a 10-seater plane by myself. I'm going way out of my comfort zone, but you know, when something is presented to you, you go after it and you follow your dreams. And 3 years ago, I made a bucket list of places I wanted to go, and Colorado was on the list, and Sedona was on the list, and Costa Rica was on the list. There was a documentary that I saw called Rhythmia, and I'm going to link it below. That is what got me really thinking about Costa Rica. And this documentary is all about plant medicine. It was really interesting. And so that's how I kind of brought it up to people. And then they looked into it. And then here I am going to Costa Rica. Fucking crazy. So I want to thank everybody for following me along on my journey. And I have this lovely leaf right next to me. It makes you think of the jungle. But I want to thank you for following me along on my journey and supporting me through all of this. And hopefully you are entertained with my vlog, and maybe you'll go visit Costa Rica someday. It can happen. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. Learn about the law of attraction. Follow along. I will teach you. So I'm finally at the airport in Costa Rica. I'm waiting to get on my puddle jumper in the next 2 hours. I will be getting on this little ass fucking plane. And just so I give you a little bit of context, I have never been on a roller coaster. I have never traveled out of the country by myself. So just traveling to this airport and then now getting on a puddle jumper is like way out of my comfort zone. And I wanted to kind of share that because this was an opportunity that was presented to me to be able to get, to be able to go on vacation. And I couldn't pass it up. And now I have to get on a puddle jumper that has 10 seats. Hopefully I'll be able to like show y'all what that looks like on here. But yeah, it's about like taking the opportunities that come into your life when they fucking come, and getting out of your comfort zone and facing your fears and doing something different. And maybe at the end of it, you'll be a brand new person. I can tell you for fucking sure right now that getting on a plane by myself internationally to a new country, then getting on a puddle jumper plane, then going to that is not something that I would have done years ago. And so it's going to be a new version of me at the end of it. And that's what this is all about. This is what the whole channel is about, is like my spiritual journey and how it's like evolved over the last, 3 to 4 years, and how I've been able to manifest a lot of things in my life. Once I learned about the law of attraction, I was all in. I had always been manifesting. Everybody's always manifesting, but they don't realize it and they don't know how to use it, even though they are using it. And so I've manifested Costa Rica. This was truly incredible. I felt like a kite in the sky. So I just landed in Nosara and got off this plane. I have to say that was one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had. It was the fucking coolest thing ever. Flying in one of those little planes is just like you're like in the clouds. I almost was like pretty emotional because of how lucky I am to be here and have that opportunity to actually get in a little ass plane. There was nothing to be worried about. It was all in my head. This is my first stop in Costa Rica. It's a place called Norte. It is super cute, and they had a margarita waiting for me. We stopped by the beach just at sunset. Look how beautiful it is. This is the little resort that we are staying in. Can you hear the howling monkeys? I freaked out the first time I heard it.
Look how cute this villa is. It has a living space, a kitchen, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and your own personal swimming pool. This villa is called Nalu.
Hi friends, I am back, and I just wanted to do a little update on what I'm doing here. It's my second day, and yesterday I went and got a massage, and I went to the beach, and I walked around and went to the grocery store, so a really low-key day. And then here is the room that I'm staying in. I'm staying with my best friend and her family, and I want to kind of keep them out of this vlog, just because she has young kids. But here, just so peaceful. There's an outside little deck, and today we're going to go on ATVs. It may be raining. It rains every day right now, but on ATVs and off to a waterfall. But it's been a lot of fun, just soaking in the culture. It's just really laid back, and it's like a little village, and it's really awesome. I always wanted to come here, and now I'm here. We are here in Costa Rica on four-wheelers, and this shit, trying to get up this hill, done this, scaring the shit out of me, but it's a lot of fun.
After a small hike, we stopped at our first place of the day, this beautiful waterfall. Now for the second adventure of the day. This place had 2 waterfalls where there were people cascading down them. They even served us fresh pineapple. It was amazing. Okay, this restaurant was amazing. I was in total awe. I was completely surprised. We went up this dirt trail in our ATVs, and at the top of this mountain, there was this beautiful restaurant. I felt like I was in a movie. At the end of this hill, you will see this little girl swinging off the side of the mountain. It was an incredible experience. I had no clue we were going here. The name of this restaurant is Coyol, Coyol. So we had a little mishap on the ATVs. Whenever our tour guide crossed the river to make sure it was safe, he flooded out his engine. So we had to tow his ATV with mine, which meant I had to ride on the back of it, which was really cool because he knew so many people in town. After that adventure that I had the day before, I was totally exhausted, so I got to sleep in. The best part of this vacation is that I had no plans. I had nothing to do and nobody to answer to, and I really needed that break. This is the main entrance into the beach that I went to pretty much every single day. These are the locals on the left-hand side selling their goods.
Hi friends, I'm back, and I'm under this little love shack thing right here. It's really, really cool. I'll put it in my video. But I just wanted to check in and talk about my trip so far. So this would be my official second full day. And yesterday we went on ATVs and we went to a couple of waterfalls. I was way the fuck out of my comfort zone. The ATVs were a little much for me. I'm glad that I did it. But we had to go across this bridge that literally only fit an ATV. so it wasn't big enough for a car. And the first time we went across, I went with my best friend, and she drove, and it was fine. But the second time I had to do it on my own, and it was like not fun. I was really scared. You know, I'm not the adventurous type of person. I'm becoming more of that person, conquering my fears, showing up differently, trying to be a new person. And that one was definitely a fear of mine. Fear I didn't know that I had because I had never done anything like that. And then we went up to this fucking amazing restaurant on the top of this mountain in the jungle. And I mean, I didn't even know where we're going. Like, I'm here with my best friend and her family, and I'm kind of letting them tell me what we're doing for the day. And if we're not doing anything, like today, I'm at this beautiful beach, and I'm just wanted to go walk around the town and kind of figure it out on my own. I stopped and I had breakfast and had a drink, and then I decided I would just kind of walk the streets. And I mean, it's gorgeous. If you can see, Costa Rica is not known for its clear water. So the water's not clear like you would assume in different parts of Florida. Like if you are a surfer, this is the place to go. I am not a surfer, and so the waves can knock you down really easily, but it's a beautiful beach. It's a beautiful atmosphere, and I'm probably just gonna walk the beach a little longer. And so far it's been amazing. The food is amazing. It's super fresh. The restaurant that we went to last night, it was almost like a movie. Like butterflies were coming in, and they had the kitchen that was sitting outside, and there was all this fresh vegetables. It was crazy. Like I'd never experienced anything like that. And then the swing that goes over the mountain, I mean, and the music, I mean, it was just, I will never I'll say I'll never be able to experience that again, but who knows, I could come back. But I've never experienced something like that. Like riding up a mountain on a dirt trail to a beautiful restaurant that's like in a movie, and then being able to just enjoy the food, and then riding down that fucking mountain. Let me tell you, going down a mountain of dirt with like curves, way the fuck out of my comfort zone. But I did it. I've showed up different. I had no choice. Usually that's how it works for me. When I have no choice, I show up and I do what I'm supposed to do. Unfortunately, that's how my life has been. But I am really blessed to have had this experience. I still have today and tomorrow, and then we have our travel day. So basically like 2 more days left and the travel day back, and I have no complaints at all. It's really cool. It's really laid back. If you are wanting to surf, if you're wanting to have a different experience, this is the place to be. So I've seen this sign over here. I'm gonna turn the camera around. It says some shit about crocodiles. That's what that shit looks like to me. So that's a sign that I don't want to be in that area. It's really cool because it has this, like, I guess this is like maybe a river or something that flows into the ocean.
So I made it to the very end of the beach, and it is beautiful. It's more rocky than the other parts of the beach, but it's so calm and peaceful. I'm glad that I made this adventure on my own. So after coming home from vacation, I realized that I had put this exact location on my vision board in December. This is the beach looking out on La Luna restaurant. So the next day I decide to go venturing off on my own in a different part of the town. But you had to go down this pathway into the jungle, which was a little scary, but I'm all about being out of my comfort zone during this trip. As I reflect on this walk, I think to myself, manifestation is real. 3 years ago, I wanted to be in Costa Rica, and here I am walking in the jungle.
So today is my final day, and I'm out on the beach today. This morning I woke up and I went and had breakfast by myself, and then I walked to another part of the town. They have this pharmacy here that obviously you don't need a prescription to get anything, and they had something that was like a liquid form of, I don't want to say it was ibuprofen, but it was like ibuprofen, and it was like a pain reliever. And I was having a lot of like neck and back pain the first day I was here, and my best friend got me some of that, and it worked really, really well. So I went and, I don't want to say I stocked up, but I got plenty of that to go home. And then I walked down to the beach, and yesterday I went down to the beach, and I was trying to go as far as I could on foot. I don't know why, but I feel like I wanted to go to the beach and just keep walking. And so yesterday I went all the way down there, and you see how high the tide is right now? It's really hard to like swim. It's great for surfing, like I said before, but like swimming, it comes up really high and it pulls you out. So I haven't done a lot of swimming. But today I wanted to walk all the way down to this part of the beach, and if you can see this part, I'll turn it way down there, and right up at the top of that hill right there, there is a retreat center. I was talking to a lady, and she said below it is like a fish. During the winter, when it's not high tide, you can literally walk all the way on those rocks, like all the way down. And I was seeing if I could do that, but I don't think I can because the tide is so high. But it's been a wonderful stay. Yesterday was kind of like a day where I just did what I wanted to do, and then I went back and we went to this beautiful restaurant called La Luna. It was right on the beach. Now here in Costa Rica, they do not allow you to build right on the beach. So this is like the closest restaurant that they knew of that could get on the beach. So you could walk down to the beach, and me and my best friend's little girls found hundreds of these little like hermit crabs, like tiny hermit crabs, and we played with those. And that beach was a little bit more, I don't know, had more shells and stuff on it. It was really cool. And today is just another one of those days where I just am doing what I want. It's the last day here. This place is really amazing. I feel like one thing that I've taken away about this place, you know, this is a blue zone, meaning that people live a lot longer here, and they're a lot healthier here. And I think it's because, first of all, a lot of the walking that they do here, they do a ton of walking, and I wish that I lived in a place that I could walk that much. Austin, the only area where everything's really close by is probably downtown, and you have to be a millionaire to live downtown. Austin is ridiculous to live right now. It's a really cool city. I love Austin. I mean, it's a city that raised me, but it's too expensive to live there. It's way overpriced right now. And so I wish I had that back home, because then it forces you to be active. And I see why people live long here. Also, the food here keeps you, I don't know what it is, but every time I ate one meal, I was good for like 7 hours. I didn't need a snack. I was really full. And so I really enjoy that. And I guess it's because the food isn't poisoned like it is in the States. I mean, we're not getting the nutrients and the vitamins out of the food that we need to get. So here you just stay fuller, and you're walking around everywhere, and you're just living life. Like, you're enjoying your life. And I get why people live longer, because they're more active and they're getting the vitamins and the nutritions that they need from their meals. But this is a really cool place to live. Every night that I've been here, I have dreams, which I don't dream every single night. I am a heavy dreamer, but like every single night I have had a really intense dream. And the very first night I was here, I had a lucid dream. And it's crazy because I had a lucid dream that me and my best friend were going into flood waters. And the next day we ended up going on the ATVs, which I'll put on here, which I wasn't 100% prepared for. But we had to go in water with the ATV, like pretty freaking high. And it was crazy that the night before we were going in floodwaters, and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. And I lucid dream, and I don't do that very often. I've done it now about 5 times, and it was the very first night I was here. I went to an apothecary here, and it's a place where it's all like natural medicine. And I got this tincture, this little dropper thing, and it helps you with like anxiety and calm and lucid dreaming. Now, I did not take that the night that I first got here. I've taken it every other night, and it's helped me kind of relax. But the very first night, I lucid dream. And I don't know what that says about the place. It's probably the energy, the atmosphere. And I was just relaxed. But it's been an amazing experience. Tomorrow is our last day, so I'll get back on that little plane. And I have to say, like, I was super, super scared of that little plane, and now I'm really excited. Like, if you can get on one of those little planes to travel around, like, that's the way to do it. I mean, I don't know. It was just like an experience you can't explain. It was really cool. It was quick. It was either a 3-hour drive or a 30-minute plane ride, and I went for the 30-minute plane ride, and it was awesome. And I will see y'all tomorrow on my last day. Holler.
Farewell, Nosara, Costa Rica. Much love.